My work is all made from wheel-thrown components, and so timing is really critical. There's certain steps I take while things are setting up, and there's a lot of sitting around and waiting for parts to set up. I sell my work directly to the public from my studio in a little storefront. Business is really seasonal, so in the summer I make a lot more production work, and in the winter I close my shop to the public, and that's when I play. It's really important to do both. I wouldn't want to make really slow, labor-intensive things all the time, but I also wouldn't want to be doing production all the time either. So both activities kind of play off of one another, and sometimes some of the play in the studio in the winter leads to ideas that I can further explore in the summer when I'm busier. For instance, if you are used to only making one type of handle and you want to develop a new vocabulary of handles, it's best to just spend a day or two just playing with new ways of making handles and work with the different processes and not have pots under plastic waiting for those handles. If you have to come to resolution too quickly, sometimes that can limit the potential of an idea, I think. Earlier in my career, form was what kind of drove my exploration. I think my forms have evolved over the past few years to accommodate the surfaces, whereas in the past, form would be the primary focus and surface would be something I deal with later. and it's kind of shifted so that now that I'm thinking about surfaces as I'm developing a form. You know, I really want people to use my work. So I think about how color inspires someone to use a pot for specific food or floral arrangement. That's why my flower bricks are brighter colors and some of my food serving vessels are shades of brown and green, because I'm really thinking about how food is going to look against that colored ground as opposed to a bouquet of zinnias in September. One of the things about pots that I love is that pottery is life-affirming. You know, it's one of the most life-affirming activities, but it's also one of the most life-affirming objects you can live with in your home that bring joy and beauty and delight to your daily life. I mean, it's as simple as that. My observance of plant forms and growth patterns in nature has always been something that's really inspired me personally as symbols of life and vitality. You know, I'm making these little bud shapes and pine cone shapes, and they're mostly abstracted shapes. I've never really been interested in making something that's easily identifiable as a certain shape. I think it's a lot more interesting if you leave a little bit of mystery. I think beauty is integral to making something desirable. When I say beauty, I don't mean pretty, I mean beautiful. Something that resonates, that you just want to experience the piece visually and tactily.